Hello guys, hi. Welcome to my channel. My name is Julia and today I will share some interesting facts about evolution with you. You know, it's a little passion of mine to learn about anthropology, biology, all of that. I tried to find the scientific proof for all of the facts that I shared today. I selected them myself. The facts. So, if you are interested to learn more, check out the links in the description box. And I think I'll start with Luca. Luca stands for last universal common ancestor. And Luca was a microorganism that lived 3.8 billion years ago. And it was not the very first organism, but just the last common ancestor for all the live beings that are on the earth today. So why did you say he? It was my ancestor, it was your ancestor, and it was the ancestor of these daffodils. I love them. I love how they smell. Very nice. So Luca lived in hydrothermal vents. It was anaerobic, yeah. So it didn't need oxygen to function. It used DNA and RNA, just like us, different proteins, and some of its features like ribosomes or triplet genetic code are something that all the forms of life have right now. Everything that's alive has ribosomes and triplet genetic code. So next fact is whales used to walk on land and then returned back to the ocean. And dolphins too. You know that they are basically like cousins of hippos. Around 50 million years ago, their ancestor Pachycetus started developing features for like adopting to aquatic life, and then 40 million years ago it was already like a different species. Rhodocetus had become fully aquatic. Modern whales still have vestigial leg bones in their bodies left over that reminds of their past. Next fact is more like a theory, and it states that males are basically a testing ground for evolution. They are the test subjects. Since Y chromosome does not have a pair, for like matching pair for recombination, it means that it has more. There are more mutations that occur in Y chromosome, and statistically speaking, we can see that there are bigger variability in man. So if you are a man, it's more likely that you will be either a genius or a person with mental disabilities. I used to be upset by this fact, like only men or like men are more likely to be a genius. But now I think it's nice. It's nice that women most of the time will be normal, whereas men are more susceptible to be weirdos. Just think about it. If you are a woman, it's necessary to keep your functions, I guess. But if you have mutations, then there is a higher chance that you will not be able to reproduce. But it's not as important for a man. So it's either you fail and you cannot reproduce, or you are a cool guy and you leave your genes. So yeah, but if you take an average woman and an average man, they will be the same. Next fact is that there were several species of humans that lived on Earth at the same time. So Homo sapiens is just one of different representatives of the genus Homo, and there were Neanderthals. I think they are the most popular species. Neanderthals were strong, and they were adapted to cold weather. They also interbred with humans, with modern humans, and many Europeans have their DNA. The next one is Denisovский человек in Russian. Denisovan human, or Homo denisovensis. They lived in Asia, and they were ancestors for like some of Asians, those who live in Tibet, and Melanesians. They were also Homo floresiensis. I hope I pronounce it correctly. Floresiensis. They were hobbits, very, very short humans, 1 meter, or even they could be shorter, and they lived in Indonesia. And I'm not sure if it's just a hoax or real, but I heard that Indonesians had a legend about little hobbits, little, I don't know, gnomes, and that their ancestors once gathered and killed them. They lived in a cave and something like this, So it could be true, maybe our species witnessed Homo florensis. I think in Russian it's флоренсийский человек. Not sure. Next is Homo luzonensis, and they were discovered in Philippines in 2019, just recently. We don't know much about them, but they were fact, dogs domesticated themselves. So it's not the humans tamed wolves, but basically wolves tamed themselves. Those dogs that were curious and friendly started to approach people and their settlements. So over generations, these friendly wolves evolved into dogs, and this process is called self-domestication. And look at modern dogs now, look at pugs. I think we should stop breeding pugs and other breeds that are not really capable to live a healthy life. It's not humane. We should stop. Look at the dogs. They wanted to be our friends, our companions, and we basically betrayed them. I think we should stop. Guys, next time when you hiccup and you cannot stop, you should think about how you are an ape, how you are a mammal. You can even say, I'm a mammal. I'm a mammal. I'm not an amphibia. I'm a mammal. A mammal. Why? Because hiccups is a rudimental reflex that our ancestors used. The ancestors that had gills, we can see how tadpoles are using a similar nerve reflex when they switch between using their gills and long breathing. And for us humans, we get hiccups when our nerve, like a pathway nerve, is irritated. So just think about how you are an ape and you don't need this thing, and you will stop. Next fact is women are better at color perception due to evolution. Foragers, like female foragers, gatherers, needed to be good at color detection to gather fruits, insects, and look for their babies. So you are good at detecting different colors and patterns, and you can notice an animal, a predator sitting in a bush. So you spot the animal and you can protect your baby. And meanwhile, man evolved to track moving objects and stuff from a distance because it was useful for hunting. Next fact, chickens can have teeth. So chickens and basically all the birds in general evolved from dinosaurs, and the genes that are necessary for growing teeth did not disappear. They're just dormant in birds. And there was a study where scientists activated genes for teeth growing, and they got chickens with teeth. Their teeth were little, and they were alligator-like teeth. Humans used to have tails. I mean, not humans, but our ancestors. So, during the developing of an embryo, there is a tail growing at like 4 to 6 weeks, and then it disappears. But sometimes a baby can be born with a tail, and then they get it is how bipedalism affected childbirth. And spoiler, it made us smarter. So when we started walking upright, our pelvis got narrower. But how do you push a baby through a narrow childbirth canal? The solution is to give birth to a relatively premature baby with a small head. But because the process of childbirth is so complicated, it required social bond. So many humans would share their knowledge on how to give birth and helped a woman to do it and to bring the baby. Because we are born basically premature, our brains are very flexible, and that's why we are able to learn and to learn how to speak, to learn how to communicate, how to read emotions. So baby is basically like a clay. Yes, it's helpless, but while growing, it learns so much stuff. Baby monkeys or baby apes, they can already climb their mother and move, but human infants are absolutely helpless. But that's good, because that gave us an opportunity to learn and grow as smart as we are now. And the last fact is that evolution hasn't stopped. Humans are still evolving. And for example, I know a few people who were born without wisdom teeth, and the wisdom teeth are really disappearing because of the change in our diets. And even if they do not disappear, we simply, or like many of us, simply do not have enough space. For example, me, I got my wisdom teeth removed because my jaw is too little. I'm not a Sigma, unfortunately. Also, different ethnicities get different mutations that help them. For example, Tibetan got a high altitude adaptation, and it helps them to survive in low oxygen. We also get modern humans get lighter bones comparing to our ancestors. It's because we are not as active and we do not lift as much. So yeah, be active and don't get too light, please, for humanity. So guys, I hope it was interesting. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Let me know if you want to